Welcome to the Smart Weight Loss Coaching Podcast. I'm Dr. Lisa Olson, a board-certified weight loss medicine specialist and certified life coach. In this podcast, I'll share fresh insights and effective techniques for incorporating mindset, habit change, and proven science into your life. Are you ready to achieve sustainable weight loss, wellness, and longevity? Then let's jump in and lose weight the smart way. Welcome back. Last week, we did part 1 of a new way to create monthly themes for health and weight loss, rather than just front-loading the year with punishing resolutions. It's okay to listen out of order if you missed last week's episode, but please do go back and catch those top 6 monthly themes for reinventing your health in the new year. The beauty of these themes is that they'll gradually lead to sustainable weight loss over time, and they'll drive weight loss through habit change without restricting or counting calories. Keep in mind that we need to reward ourselves when we make progress toward our theme of the month. Why? Because behaviors that are immediately rewarded get repeated. When I encourage you to reward your progress, it can be as simple as some positive affirmations, like, "Strong work, Lisa, you did that." Or perhaps it's something like putting a smiley face on your calendar for each day you make some effort. And as you all know by now, I'm a huge fan of partial credit. If you make an effort, if you make some progress, even if the end result isn't perfect, please reward yourself. This is what drives you to try again tomorrow. Let's jump back to our theme suggestions for the months of 2024. In the last episode, we discussed rethinking your drink, reading ingredient labels, eating more healthy fats, increasing plant-forward eating, movement, and sleep. It's time for month 7's theme, social connections. There's a growing epidemic in this country, and it's not a new virus. It's the epidemic of loneliness. Even Dr. Vivek Murthy, the Surgeon General, has made this topic a priority for its impact on public health. People, we need to connect with one another. It's a primal human need. Even those of us who identify as introverts need human connection. You may not want to connect with all of the humans at once, but friendships and connections do matter. Interestingly, even brief connections with strangers can elevate our happiness. By that, I mean chatting with someone when you're in line at the grocery store or seated next to someone on an airplane, talking with a group of travelers in the hot tub at a hotel, or welcoming your mail carrier when they approach your mailbox. These brief conversations have value, and the absence of these connections contributed to the loneliness that people experienced in the early months of the COVID pandemic. Now, I don't have data saying that brief connections with strangers will help us lose weight, but we do know that connections improve not only our happiness, but also our health and longevity. It's my hypothesis that those working on smart weight loss should pay attention to loneliness. For this month's theme, I'm focusing on gathering with friends and family. Since it's a cultural norm to gather around food and drinks, I find that most people eat more and are sedentary when they gather. They get together for dinner, for brunch, for drinks, and they sit around a table or on couches to talk. You can change that narrative. There are plenty of people who take a different approach. They get together for walks, to spend time in nature, or to explore a museum. Be one of those people. Grab your calendar, figure out what makes sense for you, and make it happen. Invite someone you enjoy to gather over anything other than food and drinks. Or if your friends love to eat healthy food, then by all means, invite those friends over for dinner. I'm lucky that all of my friends and family care about being healthy. We're not looking to see one another at the food carnival. We're just looking to see one another. And we're not going to change how we eat when we gather. If we make an effort to eat healthy foods at home, we'll also offer healthy foods when we're together. For this theme, you may be thinking there's no way you can get together with people often because you're so busy. Perhaps for you, getting together with 1 or 2 people in a month is an increase. And if so, that's a perfectly reasonable thing to strive for. But please don't overlook mini connections, like a quick text to say hello or an 8-minute phone call. I'm referencing a great article that I read in the New York Times last year about the value of the 8-minute phone call to help you connect with others when you don't have an abundance of time. Don't forget to give yourself credit in terms of a star or a smiley face on your calendar for the effort of reaching out to briefly connect, as well as for any actual gatherings. If you don't live near those you love, no worries. Give yourself credit for signing up for a class or a community activity where you'll talk with new people. Or give yourself credit for popping in some earbuds and chatting with a friend while you each walk in your own neighborhood. If you really don't have anyone with whom you can connect, then try reaching out to help others. Do some volunteer work, which has been shown to promote health and longevity. One new connection I've enjoyed over the past few months is completing a Wordle puzzle with two amazing women every day. We text our results to one another along with a few supportive words. It takes no more than a minute to text them after I do the puzzle. One of the women is my bonus mom, Phyllis, and the other is her dear friend, Beth, whom I met at my dad's memorial last fall. I love that we're still connected every single day during the minute we text about our Wordle scores. These ladies are brilliant, and they always beat me, but then they send encouraging words, which I appreciate. They were my biggest fans the time I got Wordle in 2 tries. Over the months, we've gotten to know one another better, slowly and organically. 1 minute a day. That's the investment we've made. It couldn't be easier. Connect, connect, connect. That's my point. Okay, time for month 8. Address your stress. We've all heard the list. Practice mindfulness, mindful eating, meditation, take up a new hobby, do some slow, measured, or box breathing, get out in nature. And perhaps consider if you'd benefit from talking with a therapist, a coach, or just a good friend. Give and receive some hugs because touch is good for our health too. And if your stress level feels overwhelming, it's time to reach out to your primary care provider for some help. Managing your stress can impact your weight and longevity. Let that motivate you to prioritize yourself. You deserve it. Month 9, make half your plate produce. It's as simple as that. This way you don't have to measure. You can simply eyeball it. Whether you're using a plate or a bowl, if you make half of it produce, you're eating a nutrient-rich diet that will help you with weight loss. I love this goal, which feels pretty easy for me at breakfast and dinner, but it isn't always as effortless when it comes to lunch unless I have healthy leftovers. How about you? Do you currently have entire days when you don't eat a vegetable? If so, you're not alone. For you, a smiley face on your calendar may come from having one fruit or one vegetable each day. Identify where you're at today and honor the theme of increasing your produce one step at a time. If you're currently not eating vegetables at all, then give yourself credit for something as small as eating a baby carrot. There's simply no shame in wherever you're starting from. But for those of you eating produce with each meal, have some fun with this. Come on, make half your plate produce. You can do it. Month 10. Consider time-restricted feeding to improve your metabolic picture, reduce your insulin resistance, and improve your health span. We live longer when we do some fasting. Is it a miracle weight loss tool? Nah, not really. You can listen to more about intermittent fasting in podcast episode number 34. Personally, I'm super interested in fasting to increase the health span and longevity. I'm going to try some fasting in 2024 because I'm fascinated by the research around this theme. But there's no pressure, right? I'll try it out. It's an experiment. It might feel hard, and that's okay with me. I'll let it feel hard, and then I'll see if it's something I'm willing to continue. I'm practicing. Month 11, evaluate your frequency of treats and invite yourself to adjust that frequency to a more helpful interval. By treats, I mean desserts, snacks, or what some people might call junk food. Here I'm talking about both planned and unplanned splurges. We all need a treat every now and again, and this month is a good time to evaluate the frequency, amount, and type of treats that feel right for your weight and health goals. When you plan your treats, you should embrace the experience, savor it, enjoy it, let go of any remorse or recrimination. Keep the frequency and portions reasonable. Plan your treats and let it be okay. Keep in mind, though, that most people can't splurge every day and expect to lose weight. Depending on the size and type of treat, perhaps you can maintain your weight with a small treat, like a square of dark chocolate. But I can't say that will work for everyone who's trying to lose weight. We're all different. It's time to get honest about where you're at. Do you have sweets every night? Do you have a bag of chips with your lunch most days? Do you have a glass of wine every evening? Or a coffee with a pump of syrup on your way to work every morning? If so, that's not serving you. So start tracking and see if you can reach more days without treats than days with treats. Just remember that the total number of treats does not need to be 0 for the month. I'm violently opposed to restricting because we deserve to have a little pleasure. I'm simply asking you to raise your awareness of the frequency with which you splurge, and then see what you can do to reduce that frequency. This is how I navigate my treats, by the way. I don't make anything forbidden, but I want my number of days with a treat to be outnumbered by the days without one. It's a fun game to add up my treat versus non-treat days at the end of the month and see which number is larger. Whatever your treat, candy, chocolate, tortilla chips, wine, or white bread, this is a good month to moderate. With practice, moderation is definitely more rewarding than making something forbidden. Ready for month 12? The last theme of the year is self-talk. How do you talk to yourself? Are you harsh, judgmental, critical? If so, I love this theme for you and might even suggest that you move it to month 1 because it's so important. Coach yourself with kindness. Celebrate your effort. Remind yourself that you're practicing and that you'll get good at what you practice over time. And please, smarties, never trash talk yourself. Don't use harsh words to recriminate yourself. Don't use words that you'd never say to a friend. Be your own best friend and your biggest supporter. These monthly themes are all about making small progress without making weight our obsession. We don't want to punish ourselves when we aren't perfect, but rather support, encourage, and celebrate every step in the right direction as a win. If your inner mean girl is the boss of your brain, take her out to the bike racks and let her know you're the boss now. The entire point of tracking your progress on your monthly theme calendar with smiling faces or stars is to practice speaking nicely to yourself and recognizing that the little wins are what count. Stacking them up over time, you'll start to see true progress on the scale. And then your future self will thank you for not making it another year of impossibly lofty goals designed to punish yourself when you fail. This is smart weight loss, friends. Hopefully your NBA, your next best action for today, is to create your monthly themes for the rest of the year and to jump in right away if you haven't done so. If you'd like to dive deeper into this, we've announced an extension of our holiday discount into the new year. Head over to smartweightlosscoaching.com and enter the coupon code HAPPY2024 in all caps to get into our group program before the code expires. Thanks so much for listening. If you'd like more support during your smart weight loss journey, check out our group coaching program at smartweightlosscoaching.com. Until next time, stay well and stay smart.